Coach, your initial thoughts before tomorrow's match, knockout round?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's exciting. We're looking forward to the match. Again, I think it's always exciting when we're able to play a different opponent. I think the players are looking forward to the match. It was excellent against Puebla being here. The atmosphere was great. I expect a packed crowd tomorrow. I know we'll have our supporters, but I know that Club America majority of the fans will be here. But it's a great opportunity to face a really good team, and so the players are looking forward to it. So it'll be an exciting match.
Fantastic. We'll start with questions here in the room, and then we'll go to the Zoom. We do have a number of attendees online, and as a reminder, we are habilitating the interpretation function from English to Spanish. So if you wait just one moment, you'll be able to click the interpretation on your Zoom through the interpretation button. Thank you very much. We'll start right here in front.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, it's been 8 years since that CONCACAF Champions League final. There's a big game feel around this game tomorrow. Do you have any unfinished business with Club America?
No, I mean, I don't look at it that way. I just, I think that was a great opportunity that back then that we were in the final. Big moment, obviously, for a club like Montreal. And we had a great showing, our first game in Azteca, and then the second half in Montreal, we got opened up a little bit, and America had a lot of quality in that match. We did too. I was missing some key guys, but it was a great match. So, no, we're just looking forward to play. A team that has a lot of history in Mexico, one of the best teams, probably a team that has a great following, that's had some great players represent the club. And I kind of feel in a short time with our team here, we've had some great players around the world that have been able to wear this jersey. So in a short time, I think we've written some history of our own here. We've played America in the past. It's always exciting to play them because the atmosphere here is going to be great. I know the players are looking forward to the match, and I just want a good match.
Hey Frank, Joe Chats on Tap Sports. I'm curious, you've had a couple days to scout out this Club America team. What are some of your initial thoughts, and what your team will have to do to be successful on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched them in the Leagues Cup play, but I've also went back and watched the Liga MX games. There's a new coach. Obviously, look, there's a team that they have a lot of quality. They're a team that wants to keep possession of the ball in a way to kind of draw you away from and spread you out, and then their ability to be more vertical. That's always a threat. So I think for us, it's really important that we stay patient and we're really compact and organized defensively. I think that's the key. Knowing that there'll be stretches where they have a lot of the ball because they try to pull you out of certain areas and then really hit you if you get stretched. Their ability to play between the lines and vertically is there. So we cover a lot of those scenarios, and I think it's also important for us that with the ball we need to be patient and also be good with the ball, whether it's at transition moments when it's not on to our ability to have good spells in possession where we can move them and create opportunities where we can also play through their lines.
Hey Frank, what's been keys to turning things around here, turning the tide here over the course of the last 5 or 6 weeks? And can you identify one or two things? And what's the confidence level of this group now compared to what it had been?
Yeah, I think we just focused a lot more on trying to on the strengths of the team, trying to give the team confidence, try to give them really good structure and organization defensively, and then obviously with the ball, just some clear ideas. I think also the part with the ball, I think you can get them from A to B, then from moments from B to C. You have quality, and I think quality needs to take over in certain moments where you need players who make some special plays. And I think it's just giving the guys more confidence. And I think when you do get results, I think the confidence grows, and then things just happen to go your way. I think there's an appetite also when things go well to push things. You need to keep working and believing and stay grounded. I think that's been the focus, and the response has been great from the group. Getting guys healthy. I think that's also a big part of it. I think there's more competition with in every spot, and I think that's also important because it keeps everyone on their toes. So a combination. I can't just put a finger on one thing. I think we've always believed that we have the quality here to be a team that can make the playoffs. And I think that's been very important. That's been the focus. And even with this wins, I think it's important not to celebrate them, but not to get away what the end goal is and how to reach that. And I think that's been a reminder every day.
You mentioned anticipating a big crowd tomorrow night. How do your guys feed off of that? Do they feed off that intensity a little bit more?
Yeah, it's always great, to playing in stadiums. I mean, this one will be packed tomorrow, 21,000 here, but you have some players that are big time players that have played in always 80,000 in every game. Guys like Shaqiri. So when I tell him it's going to be a big crowd, he said to me, "Come on, Frank, 20,000. Is that big?" So, but it's also, look, I think it's great when you come here. I mean, you see the stadium. I mean, the fans right on top of you. There is the energy it's great. Just same as Soldier Field. That's a great stadium for us. And then, if you ask me, I mean, that's an incredible place, because if you get 21,000 there, it seems like it's 40. And so it does bring the best of players, I think, from both sides. And I think it's exciting. No one wants to come and play in empty seats. We've been through the COVID era, and it was a disaster for everyone around. So it's great that, knowing that tomorrow will be a great atmosphere, even though it might seem like we're playing an away match. I think it's great, because I think those fans that do come out, I think when they don't represent their team, I know they're Fire fans. So this is also an opportunity for us to win them over and also to showcase the growth of our league.
And Frank, if I may ask, it's been a very exciting week for Chicago soccer as a whole. I know that a lot of the team was out at the match last night at Soldier Field. Yeah. The hype around tomorrow's match is palpable from soccer fans and not soccer fans alike. I'm curious how you're feeling about the growth of this game from all around the world, really, but within our city.
I mean, it's incredible. We can just talk about the growth of the league. When I came into the league in '96, it was disappointing for me because we didn't have a team here in Chicago, and I played in Kansas City, which I loved for 2 years. But it was great to come back and finish my career here in Chicago. It started back with the Sting, but if you look where the league was then and where it is now, it's been incredible, the growth. I mean, I can't believe it. And you see the stadiums, you see the training facilities, but also when you look around the quality of players that are here. I'm not talking about the international players. I'm talking about the American players and how, how much better and how much this league has helped the growth of the quality of players and their development. And, you don't have to look that far. You look within our team. You look at guys like homegrown guys like Mari Pineda, Brian Gutierrez, that really is a guy that, for me, he needs to continue to grow, but he's a guy that I feel that can go and compete in the European leagues. And then also the ability when you look, even in Miami, and then you look at the guys that they have, and you talk about one of, depending who you talk to, one of the greatest players ever to play is playing in our league, a guy that had options. So and so that's been amazing. I know that, all around the world, that everyone is looking in our league. I think it's going to continue to grow. You have, it all starts from the owners and the investors. Look at our owner and the commitment he's made, and you see the same with honored owners. So I think it's like this. It's on an upward climb. We need to be patient. Sometimes we're not. I know I'm not always patient. Our owner is, but it's just incredible to see where we have come in a really short time. And then I think the future is ours. We just need to be patient.
Frank, in 2013, there was a friendly game between America and Chicago Fire. I think most of the players that were teenagers when that game was probably assisted to the game. But I want to ask you.
If I ask Gutierrez, he probably doesn't even know, or some of the younger guys.
I want to ask you, how's the injury report for tomorrow? I know you're going to put your best team tomorrow, but how are you looking at it?
No, I mean, I think also, look, when you're playing a tournament format, you're always, you need to always adjust a couple, situations depending how guys have recovered. The good things for us is most of the guys, I would say, healthy. There's a couple question marks from the last game with Brian Gutierrez. I think Iro Torres should be okay. Federico Navarro, I didn't want to risk him the last game, but he should be available. So I think we need to make some changes to freshen up the team. I'm looking at this game, but also, like I said, I think if if we don't advance, and this is the last game before we play the next competitive match against Orlando, I'm always looking also at matchup. The last game I played Carlos with Mari. I want to give them, some games together, leading up to that Orlando match. I think that's important because Rafa Chizos has cards and he won't be able to play. The good thing is, I think with this time is that we've gotten everyone healthy. I hope we come out of the game tomorrow with no setbacks. I think that will be very important. But everyone right now, other than Chris Mueller, I would say is, I'm not missing anyone, is ready to, should be ready to go. I know Kai Kamara had texted us. He had some issues with, he wasn't feeling great, so he's been away. And he might be the only other guy that is not available, So other than that, everybody's good.
We have time for about 2 more questions. Let's go to Zoom real quick. John Lupo. John? John, can you hear us? Let's try one more time.
There we go, got it.
I know.
Frank, when you look at the last match that Club America played against Klopas, obviously that was an incredibly impressive victory for Klopas and for MLS as a whole, but they played well, Club America, at the beginning of the match, and then Columbus really started to dominate. What do you think turned that match around, and do you think there are things that Columbus did that you guys can take advantage of? Were there certain things that you noticed?
Yeah, I just think they were really good in transition moments. When I think the goals that they scored were late in the match. America played very well, but I think when you get your opportunities in transition, what Columbus did really well is they punished them. They put the ball in the back of the net, and I think that's going to be the key for us also. I think when you look at our last match, I think expected goals, we created a lot of opportunities. We were not able to finish. When you play quality teams like this, I think the moments and the opportunities you get, you got to make them pay. And I think, they had their stretches where they were really good in possession. I believe America, they got on top of them. But then I think late in the match, moments in transition with Columbus made them pay. So there'll be no difference with us in tomorrow's match. I think there'll be spells where they have a lot of possession. We need to be patient and not get frustrated. And then we need to stay organized and compact as a team. Because they, like I said, they like to pull you out and then really play between the lines, look to play vertical balls that we need to be ready for. But then when we do get our chances in transition moments or in our build-up and we get close to goal, we got to be able to put the ball in the back of the net.